was going to talk about hair. In some of my other videos, I've had curly hair and long hair and that kind of thing. Unless you're going to do really short hair, like 2 inches maybe, I would go with something that's at least braidable. The most irritating thing when you're working as hard as you are out in the sun or out in the cold or out in the sweatiness is to have hair in your face. Bobby pins work really well. I always keep my hair long enough to do braids. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but it's always at least long enough to do braids. 2 braids I prefer to 1 braid, because if I have bangs I can braid it into 2 lines instead of the only way to really hold it with 1 French braid is if you braid it really tight, and it's not a good look for me. Some people it's a good look for, the really tight braids, but mine is better a little bit looser. So the one thing I would say never ever use is gel. If you use gel and you start to sweat, then what happens is it comes off your hair and into your face and on your neck, and it's just goopy and it's nasty and it's like thick sweat. The one thing that I do like, because I'm really active and I'm out in the wind, is if I do use hairspray, it's called Got to Be Glued, and it's meant for like costume party sprays, like concrete. But at least with my hair, if I am going to use hairspray, it has to be something like this, because I am out in the wind a lot. And this is pretty much the only product I use, and it's only if I'm kind of dressing up. Let's see. Rather than using a rubber band, like hair bands, I go through a lot of these little silicone bands, and I use them for my kids' hair and my hair, and they break after the first day, but you can get through the whole day, and they're like $300 for $1.50, and they work really good. Because my hair is thick, so if you have thick hair, sometimes it's hard to either fit it all in, or sometimes my hair's all thick and fine. So because my hair's fine, it doesn't stay in ponytail holders. So just find something that works for you. I do use these. They have a tendency not to last very long. They just get stretched too far. And then if I know that I'm going to be sweaty and that I'm having a bad hair day, or I don't want to spray it, then I will braid it, and then I will use a bandana. And it catches the sweat, and for the most part it just, holds in place, and you just put it on like that, and yeah, it works. In the summer, especially where you're sweaty, it's really good to have braids on, because then when you're taking your hat on and off, it'll stay. If you've got any kind of curl or anything in your hair, or hair down, then when you take your hat on and off, then your hair has been flattened, whereas if it's in braids, it's already going to hold its shape. It's not going to go anywhere. In the summer, I do not wear a baseball cap, because in the back of your neck gets burned, and it doesn't really protect you very well, at least in my opinion, and I like these because they have a drawstring. This is actually my husband's. Mine is more feminine, but it has a wide brim. The straw ones, my goats will eat. Like, they'll see me coming and they'll reach for it. So I do go with these, and I like that they have a little bit of air circulation around it, and baseball caps just don't cut it. And if you use makeup in the summertime, I would recommend something like a tinted moisturizer, because when you have all the heavier makeup on, it has a tendency to kind of, as you sweat on it, it's like you've been crying. You get like these streaks on your face. So in the summer, what's really good is a tinted moisturizer and a little bit of mascara and lip gloss. In the winter, where your skin's drier, if I'm going to wear makeup, that's when I wear it. But just keep it simple. Really garish makeup, really bright makeup is hard to maintain when you're sweating. And I mean, if you don't like the sweat, farm work is not for you, because you're going to be sweating and it's going to be nasty. And mostly all you can really hope for is to look neat and tidy at the end of the day. But your circulation will be better, you'll be eating better food, and so your complexion will be better, and so you'll just look really healthy, you'll have a healthy glow, and you won't really have to cover up your face, and you won't really have to cover up the fact that you're sweating, because you'll just look really healthy. So there's that on hair and makeup, and I can't really think of anything else. But yeah, braids, this is what I usually look like most days. The only days I really curl my hair or do anything like that is days I know I'm not really doing anything outside with the animals. So